What is going on today, guys? Quick video. I want to talk about my 2 most hated YouTube videos. Why? Because why not? Why not talk about the stuff that pisses other people off? The stuff that you've put out there on the interwebs that drives people knucking futs. Talk about all your flaws. Talk about the things that you did to piss people off that, quite honestly, you don't care if it pissed people off. That's what I want to talk about here today. So if you've got anything you want to talk about, leave that in the comment section down below. But this was kind of inspired by a buddy of mine here on YouTube called HoshNasi. I'm going to put a link in the description box down below to his channel. Go check him out. He does a daily blog, and a few months ago, he did one talking about his most hated video, and I thought it was great. It's entertaining, a lot of fun. So I thought, you know what, I ought to do that. And it took me a few months to get around to finally doing that, but here we are. Now, before we get going too far, to show you guys a little gun porn, because I know some of you guys, you require a gun to be in just about every video if you want to watch it. I get that. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody loves the gun porn. Today I've got a SIG P228, West German made. I've had this one almost as long as I've had a YouTube channel. In fact, I think I bought it within 6 months of being on YouTube. Very, very nice gun. This was a police trade-in or some sort of law enforcement trade-in. SIG, certified used gun as a trade-in. Really nice gun. Actually, I should talk about this gun more. I've got an old review on it. And I think it's popped up in a couple videos here and there, but I don't talk about this gun enough. It is one of my favorite handguns, period. So, great gun. You should go check those out. Anyway, to roll on to my 2 most hated videos. The reason I picked 2 is because there's 2 of them that get equally as much hate, and I really just couldn't do one without doing the other. The first one is a little video I did talking about cleaning out the chamber of an AR-15, specifically when you're breaking in your rifle. Some of you have maybe seen this video, maybe you liked it, or maybe you gave me hate for it. Either way, hey, I respect you. But the idea was pretty simple. A buddy of mine had gotten an AR-15. He wanted to break it in. I was like, why do you need to break in your rifle? Just go shoot it. He's like, no, I want to do it right. How do you do it? I was like, well, you know, you shoot it, you clean it, you shoot it, you clean it. A couple rounds, then clean it. 5 rounds, clean it. 10 rounds, clean it. 15 rounds, clean it. You know the whole thing. The whole rigmarole, go back and forth doing that. And he had an AR15 chamber brush. I hate those things, okay? Those are steel bristled brushes. It's got about a 2 to 3 inch long, 22 caliber steel bristled brush in the middle, and then a larger one that fills the chamber. And your idea is you're supposed to shove that steel bristled brush into the chamber and into the backside of the barrel and turn it and scrub it around in there and do all this stuff. And I'm just not a big fan of steel on steel brushes, right? I mean, even if you got 4150, 4140 steel or stainless or chrome lined or whatever, melanite treated, doesn't matter. Just not a big fan of using a steel bristle brush to clean off my gun part. So what I told him to do was do what I do. If you ever want to clean out a chamber, take a 12 gauge copper bristle 12 gauge bore brush, and it's the same size as an AR-15 chamber. Get it in there, a little solvent, spin it around inside there, you're good to go. And you can do that while you're breaking in the gun. And I said, in fact, if you get too gunky in there, if you start shooting steel case, you get some polymer, some lacquer buildup inside there, which I've had happen to me before, seen it happen at the range. So one thing you do is you can take it, put it on the end of a drill, and just very slowly rotate in there. It just takes a little bit of the work out of it for you. You spray it with solvent, rotate that copper bristle 12 gauge brush very slowly inside the chamber. Very simple, very easy, keep it clean, go do your break-in, you're good to go. So I thought, you know what, I'll make a video on this. Well, that was a mistake because I got called every name in the book. Dumb shit, dumb fuck. Why would you use a power tool on an AR? All this stuff, just everything you can possibly imagine. Now, I'll just say this to address anybody who has those comments in mind or has any of those feelings. Look, if your steel chamber and barrel on your gun can be damaged by a copper bristle brush slowly being rotated in it, please throw away your rifle because it is a steaming pile of shit. Do not trust it to defend your life with. Hell, don't even take that damn thing to the range if a copper bristle brush is going to damage it. Please, please do us all a favor. So anyway, I digress. Yes, a lot of shit I got for that particular video right there. Video number 2, and a lot of you probably heard me talk about this particular topic in some of the live chats, some of the podcasts, that kind of thing. Springfield XDs Suck. That was the name of the video that I put out. And the idea behind the video was, look, Springfield XDs are no better than any other gun out there on the market, even though a lot of people think it's the Jesus gun, just like they thought Glock was the Jesus gun, whatever. I'm not a big fan because I don't like all the extra safeties on it, but it's a perfectly fine gun. It works. It's just as good as an M&P, just as good as a Glock or Ruger, any of these other polymer wonder guns out there, whatever. It's just as good as those. The point of the video was to say that I don't like Springfield Armory as a company, especially how they advertised the XD when it first came to market. Right after they had bought the Croatian manufacturing plant, and it was originally the HS-2000 straight out of Croatia, and they marketed it as an American-made gun. They stamped that Springfield Armory logo on it, the original Springfield Armory logo. We're talking about, you know, established since 1784 or whatever that logo says. So people thought this was an American-made gun, and they thought it was legitimately a Springfield Armory gun. Never mind in the fact that they didn't even understand that Springfield Armory today was just a company that bought the rights to the Springfield Armory name back in the 1970s. Well, they were pushing this gun like it was legitimately a piece of American history, and I thought that was wrong on every level. And then once it got a foothold in the market, then they went, oh yeah, by the way, this gun's made in Croatia. So I did not like those deceptive and manipulative practices on their part. And that was kind of my point of the video, was I think this gun sucks because I don't like the people that make it. So I don't ever want to have one. I'm never going to own one, that kind of thing. And oh my God, the amount of XD tard shit and hate I got for that video, whoo, I'm going to tell you what. I got everything you can imagine called into question. My brain power, my knowledge on guns, my sexuality. I mean, everything you can possibly think of. All right, I mean, they were giving me shit for saying Illinois instead of Illinois because I pronounced the S at the end, because guess what? I'm from Texas. I'm not a fucking Yankee. So I don't say the word Illinois that often enough to know that the S is silent all the time. I mean, mentally I know that, but in the video it slipped out with the S. Oh my God, probably 100 comments just on that alone. Then, oh, he's got a tongue ring, he must like to suck dick. You know, I'm serious. The amount of hate, just sheer unadulterated hate because I knocked somebody's favorite gun. It's unbelievable. Both of these videos, by the way, I haven't answered comments on them in years because at first you try to defend your position. You try to have a rational conversation with somebody. That don't happen on the internet. How many rational conversations can you have on the internet? Probably none. None. People get behind their keyboards and they lose their mind. They lose their mind. I've done it. You've done it. We've all done it. But those are my two most hated videos. How to clean out the chamber on an AR-15 and why Springfield XD sucks. If you want to check them out, great. I don't need any more hate, so maybe don't watch them, but just go check out the comments on those videos. Some of them are absolutely hilarious. But anyway, that's it. I want to hear about your big mistakes and what brings the haterade on for you on the internet. Leave that in the comment section down below. But other than that, I appreciate you guys watching this little bit of a rambling video, and hope you enjoyed it. Again, questions, comments, leave that stuff down below, and we will talk to you guys later. Thanks.